Hi guys, welcome. Every time I do this, I laugh. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today, for my first video, I kind of want to get personal and share a part of my life that not many people know about me, besides like my family. So today's video is going to be about living with systemic scleroderma, which I will leave like the name somewhere on the screen. So, systemic scleroderma basically is a chronic illness, disease, whatever you want to call it, that affects my whole body. So, I have notes right here just in case I keep looking down, just to be a little professional in this video. So, it affects like the skin, the tissue, blood vessels, major organs like my heart, lungs, everything basically, just everything. So this video is going to be like kind of all over the place because I kind of wanted to share like, you know, how it developed, how like my bullying stories, because I got bullied a lot from it, and just how I deal with it today, because like how I dealt with it when I first got diagnosed at 7 and how I'm dealing with it at 21, almost 22 is like two totally different, I guess, situations, scenarios. I don't know. And I'm really nervous. That's why I keep like smiling and laughing. So let's get started on how like we kind of found out. So one day, we was at my sister's basketball game. And again, this is when I was 7. So at my sister's basketball game, and my mom just kept looking at my hands, asking like, why are they so blue and black and so dark? And she was like, have you been drawing? Have you been like coloring or whatever? Because I mean, 7 years old, I guess I was like in the second grade, third grade, one of those. So I'm like, no, like I don't know why they are this dark. So a lot of this I really don't remember. I remember like bits and pieces of it because like everything kind of happened like so fast. And again, I was 7 when I was first diagnosed, and I'm 21 now, so a lot of it's come like a blur from like the very beginning. But I do remember going to the doctor and like getting all of these shots, like probably like 12 shots in one day, because like this type of scleroderma is probably like one of the worst ones. I mean, there's a lot of different types, and I'll make sure I'll leave like a really good website below, because it goes through all the different scleroderma, some that I didn't even know existed, and like all the side effects and all the differences between all of them. But the one I have was like really severe. My grandmother actually had it, and she didn't get it to like, well, hers didn't like develop to her late 40s, I guess. And yeah, and she's no longer living. So to get diagnosed with something like that at 7 is like super serious. And my doctors basically told me like, good luck, like my parents, good luck, because like they didn't know if I was gonna be able to walk again. They thought I was gonna be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. I had to get like special shoes, all these shots. I was put on like so many medications, like so many, and like high dosage of the medications. So everything kind of happened like super fast at that point. So I remember I was on a really heavy steroid that made me gain like a lot of weight, like a lot of weight. It made me gain like a lot of weight fast. So I had to do a lot of x-rays, a lot of blood tests, as I was in the doctor's probably like every couple weeks. What else? I had pneumonia. Did I say it? I had ammonia probably every year from when I actually had it like when I was really little, like even before I got diagnosed, probably like when I was like 5. So from then, and since I got diagnosed and my condition affects my lungs, like I was so prone to it that I always caught it every winter till I was about like in the 7th or 8th grade. So oh yeah, and kind of like backtracking a little bit on my story, I used to always fall asleep in class. So I used to stay falling asleep in class like out of nowhere. I remember my mom told me that my teachers used to call her and my dad and was like, you know, is Jordan getting enough sleep? You know, she's getting enough sleep, all of this. And, you know, like we really didn't know what was going on or whatever. So kind of how it affects me personally, because all scleroderma affects people differently. I get ulcers like on my fingers, and I'm not gonna show them because I'm still like self-conscious about them, but you can look them up if you want to. Some are more severe, like some of the pictures are like way severe than others. Back then my ulcers were like pretty bad though, like pretty gross, like really gross. Calcium buildups, like my knee used to get infected like all the time, and I had to have 2 surgeries because of it to remove all the calcium buildup from my knees. I still kind of have some like on my elbows and stuff, but they don't bother me as much as my knees did. It affects the esophagus too, so I used to have a lot of trouble like swallowing, like stuff getting stuck in my throat. I used to have to get tests done all the time for that. I get really bad acid reflux. That's one of like the side effects too, or like comes with the condition. But I mean, a lot of people get acid reflux, but mine is like really bad. Just to kind of give you like a comparison of how like, because ulcers, like I develop ulcers when I don't get enough blood flow to my fingertips. Especially back then, I wasn't getting like hardly any blood flow, so I mean I had medicine to help with that, but I still got pretty bad ulcers to the point where like, and the cold still really affected my body really badly, to the point where the doctors recommended like me and my family like move to a warmer climate just to help me not go through as much pain like with my fingertips and just with my body in general, because I was always a lot worse during the winters than the summer. So like I said, I gained a lot of weight from the medicine, and that caused me to get bullied a lot. So now that I like this video is kind of everywhere, and I kind of want to do like a Q&A for people who have like specific questions on it, so kind of be on the lookout for that if you guys would want to see that. I kind of want to talk about like living with it and like bullying stories, like because like a lot of it like kind of affected like my personality, like how I am today still. Like, so like when I first got diagnosed, I told you I was on a lot of medicine, gained a lot of weight, and I remember I was on the bus. I was like in the 3rd grade when this happened, like 2nd or 3rd grade, like when it first happened. And you know, I'm just chilling on the bus, and this boy gets on the bus and he's like, dang Jordan, you blew up like a blowfish or whatever. And that was like the joke of probably like the whole year, because that's when everyone like on the bus started laughing. And I've never, like, I was super young, I was like 7 or 8, never been bullied before, and now I got the whole bus laughing at me. So I've probably been bullied since from that time, like the 3rd grade to like the 11th grade. So let's see. So it was one time in the 5th grade that because it was like a kind of a lap, like I got a little better because I lost a bunch of weight because I went down a lot on my medicine. Then I kind of got sick again and went right back up on my medicine. And this is around the time in like the 5th grade where the infections in my knees started to get like super severe, like to the point where I had to wear knee braces all the time. I was on crutches all the time. So yeah, I was in the 5th grade, and I used to sit like in between these 2 boys, and they would always be like, you know, can you make a fist? Because like my fingertips and like not my fingertips, but like my fingers were like really swollen because like my joints were so swollen. Because scleroderma is like, it's basically like arthritis kind of. So like, you know, people with arthritis, it's like hard for them to like make a fist and like do all of this. So they was like, make a fist, can you lift your leg up this high, can you do this and that. Basically like just kind of like picking on me, treating me like, you know, I was immobile. And yeah, like people like were so mean to me. Like one boy told me like I was literally the ugliest girl in the world. And I think people, they don't really, I guess because we were so young, but still, like they don't understand how stuff like that could affect you. Because I had like really, really bad low self-esteem. Like my confidence was not there. I hated going to school. I guess because I was like picked on for stuff that I can't change. Like I couldn't, you know, stop taking my medicine. I couldn't, you know, there's no cure for scleroderma, so it's not like I can get better with, you know, in a couple of treatments or whatever. So stories do I have? Because I got a lot of them. Oh, I remember I was at one of my friend's birthdays, and she had a birthday dinner, and you know, we're all laughing, having a good time, and then like these boys start calling me like Theodore because like my cheeks are so big and like my teeth are kind of weird, and like it like killed my vibe so bad to the point where I just left. And that joke went on. I was probably in the 10th grade when that happened. So yeah, and that joke went on like 'cause they were at my lunch table, and yeah. I'm sorry, these stories get me like really emotional. So if I start crying, I'm trying to keep myself together, but like I kind of like don't think about it right now because I kind of just put those memories in the back of my head. Probably why I don't remember a lot of stuff. It's probably like I think it's just like a defense mechanism I've done to myself, just to put all of my past like in the past in the back of my head, to the point where I just can't remember a lot of stuff that happened. But yeah, like the bullying got so bad to the point where like some people that like I couldn't even walk home. Like there was this time, like again on the bus, this boy got like majority of people at my bus stop to like call me names and everything, and it was so bad like my sister had to literally come pick me up because I couldn't walk home by myself. So see, so yeah, like I couldn't walk home by myself. She will always come pick me up so she can walk home with me. And yeah, and like now that I'm older, it's still kind of hard just living with it, because you know, dating and like I have all these scars and stuff, so you know, a lot of times like I just think it's kind of unattractive, like at least like personally to me. So like I have like a bunch of scars on my knees and stuff, and some days I'm I knew this was gonna happen, so just excuse me. Some days I try to get comfortable with my scars, and like, you know, maybe they're not that noticeable, but they really are noticeable. Like I was wearing, like, and this happened recently, I was wearing ripped jeans one day, and my professor, and I don't know what I was doing with my leg, I probably was just like scratching it, and she looked at my leg and was like, "Ooh, what happened to you? You look like you were just in a brawl." Like, you don't have to make that face. Like, I know they don't look the best, but still. It makes like dating kind of hard, because like this one incident, like this is probably like my very first boyfriend. The boys from 5th grade, from my 5th grade class, used to bully me one of them was actually his best friend. So once they found out he was dating me, they had like all these stories of like how I was handicapped, how I was all of this, and like he actually thought about breaking up with me because they was like giving him such a hard time because of it. So when like later on when we finally did break up, you know, he was like, why didn't you tell me you was handicapped? Why didn't you tell me all this? And like he like always put like the handicap emoji or whatever. Or he like his last message to me was like bye handicap with like the handicap emoji on it. So yeah, that's so that's, I don't know why dating is always kind of sour for me, because it just, you never know how people are going to react when you say you have like a disease or something, because everyone thinks like diseases are contagious, which mine isn't contagious. It's just, you know, it just has an ugly side to it. Well, that's kind of why I wanted to create this channel. I don't want it to just be about beauty and like makeup, which of course those are like the biggest things I'm into, but I also want to be about helping girls that may be going through a similar thing, with whether it's like an illness or low self-esteem, anything. I just, you know, want this to be a place where people can come and, you know, see kind of something different. Like, you know, I don't look like a lot of the girls from YouTube. You know, if I'm doing like a makeup video or something, you're gonna see a bunch of scars on my hand, and like, you know, my nails don't look the same, or like, you know, my body isn't the same. If I ever do like fashion videos, like you see my scars, and like I just kind of don't want to be ashamed of that anymore. Like, I know this video was kind of like all over the place and rambling, and I'm really sorry, but I don't know, it kind of just felt good just to get this out and be able to share my story with everyone. So I hope you liked it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.